The backlog. Every gamer's biggest battle. But how would you define a backlog? Personally, I think you can split this into 3 sections. You have your ultimate backlog, which is basically every game in the entire universe, even the ones not made yet, because let's be honest, we're going to want to play them at some point, so we may as well just include them now. But for something that's a bit more manageable, we'll move on to our true backlog. Now, this is just all of your games. Everything you've purchased, even the ones you haven't started yet, and you'll definitely get around to this one day. Maybe. Maybe not. But again, for something even more manageable still, we have our standard backlog. This is the generic one that every gamer has of games that they've started but haven't finished yet. Now, personally, I'm a gamer that can't stick to one game at a time. I like to jump around between multiple. So my generic backlog is pretty ridiculous. Like, my true backlog is way, way worse, but this one's pretty bad. And my ultimate goal was to beat this backlog. And so far, I would say that the backlog is winning. Now, July is almost over. We're into the later half of the year and I'm not where I want to be with my gaming goals. So my original goal for this year was to reach 55% completion, which I am close to, but with the changes to PS Plus and all the new games at my disposal, I have done a number on my completion and I can imagine it's only going to get worse by the end of this year. So I thought a nice, simple, tangible way to sort of clear my backlog one step at a time would be if we picked some games to clear from it together. So we're going to take a look at my PSN profiles and we're going to pick 5 games to try and finish in the 5 remaining months of 2022. And you never know, maybe you'll pick some games for your backlog as well. Who knows? But let's dive right into it. So we're here on PSN Profiles and we're going to take a deep dive into the dregs of my profile. So my current completion percentage is 54.52%, which I mean, it's not bad. And my ultimate goal for this year was to clear 55 and be comfortably in 55, which I do think this is definitely doable, especially with these 5 games. But in comparison to a lot of other players I've met recently, my completion percentage is nothing but a mark of shame. So let's just quickly move on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this by percent and we are going to dive into the dregs of my profile. So we're going to skip all my wonderful S rank games that make me happy and we're going to go straight into failure section, though not really because I don't have any games sitting at absolute 0. And I do also have my handy dandy trophy book here. And this is where I'm going to write down my possible picks for my platinum, I can't do multiple things at once, my backlog busting platinums is what I was trying to say. So we're just going to start at the bottom. We've got Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I don't know why I said Elder Scrolls because who says the game's full title? God, what a nerd. But this is oh gosh, why am I going down? This is Skyrim VR and honestly, that's not a goal for this year at all. I got really motion sick when I was playing Skyrim VR that I did the first quest and that was it. And I don't typically get motion sickness, so that was a bit strange. Also, side note, playing VR with glasses is really uncomfortable, so come on Sony, sort it out. So then we have Prey. I have 1 trophy in this game, and that is for dying on the helicopter. That's at the very start of the game, that's all I've got. I'm going to add Prey to my list because this is going in the maybe pile. I don't know if this is going to make the final cut, but I have been fancying Prey for ages, and I think am I touching things on the keyboard? That could be it. Because I don't actually have a lot of room, Down here I have got Yakuza Kiwami. I really, really enjoyed Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is absolutely nothing like this. I did play this one way before I played Like a Dragon, and it seemed okay, so I might go back to Kiwami, but I don't think that's a this year one. God of War 3 Remastered. I also don't think that's a this year one. I'm just not feeling that. Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, I don't even own the game. This is one that I'd kind of like to go back to, but actually, I think it's the ads that are making my trophy list jump. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time I'd like to go back to. So, I mean, if that was added to Plus or something, I would probably dive back into it. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave it. Infamous, I'm going to add onto the list because I did add First Light from Plus onto my PS5. So I would like to play First Light and Second Sun. And I don't know if that's going to make the final 5 though. I mean, we'll narrow down my list later. Elder Scrolls Online, absolutely not. There's no way on this green earth I'm ever platining Elder Scrolls Online, which is a shame. I did get a trophy last August though, so I mean I've dabbled in it quite a bit over the years despite only getting 4 trophies. So I mean I would like to clear more of this, but there's just so much DLC for it. Like it's 124 trophies in this. Like even if I did platinum the game, like I am absolutely never gonna get a decent completion out of this. And you know, if I cared about, you know, having 100% account, I absolutely would never have started this. Fallout New Vegas absolutely is making the list. I recently got the platinum in Fallout 3 and I've been wanting to go back to New Vegas for the longest time. So Fallout New Vegas definitely would like the platinum for this year. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. It's not my favorite of the Sly Cooper games. My favorite one is the first one and I have the platinum for that. I do want to clear more games from my Vita, but I don't think it's going to be Sly Cooper, I will be honest. The Forest, nah, not really feeling. Far Cry. Final Fantasy X, I'm going to add. That's in the maybe pile because I would like to finish more of the Final Fantasy games because I've started a lot of them, but I've not actually finished many of them despite enjoying them. So, you know, maybe. Jak 3 is not going on the list. Dark Souls 3, I don't even own that game. I played it at a friend's house. You know, I'd like to do more of the Dark Souls games, but, you know. Shadow of the Colossus is a no from me personally. I know this is one of like the most loved PlayStation games of all time, but I am really not feeling it at all. Like it's been like 2 years since I've played it and I just have no desire to go back. What I did play, I didn't really enjoy. Final Fantasy VII, that's probably the easiest Final Fantasy to platinum, just because I think that one's only about 40 hours long. So, I mean, I could maybe do Final Fantasy. Put 7 on the list as well. My Time at Portia is, I'll probably chip away at that one. I feel like this is really similar to Stardew Valley, but has like none of the charm. We Happy Few, I'm gonna add to the list because I think the premise of this game is really, really cool. But I'm pretty sure this is like a ridiculously buggy trophy list. I think I'm gonna put a little star next to this one because We Happy Few is actually an ultra rare platinum, so that would be quite a nice one to have on my list because I would like to bump up my ultra rares. I'm kind of close to hitting 50 and I would like to hit 50. So I'm sitting at 38 just now and I don't think there is enough ultra rare trophies in this to hit me to 50, but you know, that's gonna be a thing. We're gonna ignore Soma because that's 100%. Terraria, I have that on the Vita. Probably not a this year thing, I will be honest. So we're gonna skip past that. Elix, I'm gonna add to the list because I have been thinking about Elix for a while. And I have heard that they're making a second Elix. Now, the thing that originally put me off Elix was the fact that you needed like multiple playthroughs, but I think there's a way that you don't have to choose a faction until near enough the end of the game, so you can kind of get away with it. But, you know, if you need multiple playthroughs, it needs multiple playthroughs. It might not make the final cut, but it is something I would like to proactively start working on more. I'm not going to add Final Fantasy VIII to the list because although I really like the character, I keep wanting to call him Leon because I know him from Kingdom Hearts first, but although I like Squall best, I don't understand the junction system at all. So if you have played Final Fantasy VIII and you have any like junctioning tips, let me know because that just goes woof right over my head. Minecraft, again, it's the Vita version, so not this year. I am going to put Grim Fandango as a maybe. Because I would like to finish this one because it's a relatively quick platinum and this would be like a quick game I could clean up. But do I want this to be part of my 5 or is that just going to be an extra? You know, who knows? Deathloop, nah. I've not played a lot of Deathloop, but what I did play I didn't really enjoy, which kind of upset me because I was really excited for it. I'm also going to leave Uncharted Golden Abyss just in the abyss because no. Alien Isolation, I would like to go back to, but I don't think it's going to make the 5. Like, I'm not feeling it for this year. Death Stranding, I feel is absolutely going to make my list because I do want to go back to that one. Tales of Arise, I want to finish this, but I'm not going to add it to the list because I know this is one I'm probably going to go back to soon. Sleeping Dogs, I did a bit of recently, and I didn't really like the combat in it, even though the game itself is pretty cool. So I'd like to finish this, but I'm not going to add it to the list. Last of Us, absolutely not. BioShock, though. I do want to finish BioShock. I have played it before. I had it on the 360, which is where I've played most of the PS3 games. But I would like to do the remasters. So BioShock's going on my list, and I feel that's probably going to make the final 5. Ape Escape, rubbish, absolutely not. I did not enjoy. I kind of want to chip away at it more because, again, I know it's a quick platinum. The Bridge is not a platinum. God of War, I feel, has to go on the list. So I actually played this game on stream. 2020 was when I started streaming. Oh my god, I almost wrote God of Stream because I can't multitask. Yeah, I started playing this on stream and, you know, so many of my friends keep pushing me to finish God of War because I haven't, and I have actually been set the goal of finishing this before Ragnarok comes out. So that's going to make the list. That's going to make the final 5. So to be honest, I think we have 3 because I'm definitely wanting to do New Vegas. I'm definitely going to want to do God of War, and I'm definitely wanting to do Death Stranding. So we've got 3, so that's exciting. Graveyard Keeper, nah. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, I think, is a relatively quick platinum, and this was a recent Plus title, if I remember correctly. But I don't think that's going to make the final 5. Like, I feel like my 5 have to be, like, decent games, you know? I can't put in, like, My Name is Mayo in my 5 because that's just a bit cheaty. Also, like, I'd have a My Name is Mayo game I haven't played. God, who am I? But yeah, no, like, I feel like they have to be decent games. I can't put in, like, a 2-hour game in this or something I have to get, like, 1 trophy in because then that kind of defeats the purpose. This is going to be, like, a fun... not challenge as such, because 5 games in 5 months isn't like the most challenging thing in the world, but you know, they have to be worth it. So no SpongeBob. I'd like to do you, well, phrasing, I would like to complete SpongeBob SquarePants the game, but it's not my 5. No Man's Sky, I'm gonna add to the list. I got this on release when it was rubbish, and you know, it was bad. I traded it in, and that's actually how I got Final Fantasy X. I traded in No Man's Sky for Final Fantasy X. Because everyone said it was really cool, but I actually hate Tidus so much. So that's kind of why I haven't done much in 10. Side note. But now No Man's Sky has been improved so much, I really would like to go back to it. So maybe. Uncharted 2, no, I'm going to leave that 2. Ratchet and Clank, I'm also going to ignore because this is only like a 20-hour game. So see, I've put Grim Fandango in here and I'm pretty sure that's only like a 20-hour game. So in theory, I should also include Ratchet and Clank. But no, I don't think I will. I will obviously be finishing Ratchet and Clank, but I don't think that's my 5, you know? Gravity Rush, I didn't really enjoy. This is included in PS Plus, so I might go back to it, but it's definitely not going to make the 5. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, maybe, because I do want to finish this. I did actually go back to it for a portion last year, actually last August, so, oh god, no, that was 2020. Yeah, time, where does it go? Yeah, I did do a bit of it recently. And I can't remember why I put it down again. Something annoyed me. So, you know, might not make the final cut. Who knows? Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I do actually already have the platinum in The Witcher 3. But for some really incredibly annoying reason, The Witcher 3 and The Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition, which includes the DLC, have different trophy lists. So although I have the platinum in The Witcher 3, I still have this disgusting one down here that's sitting at like a D. Though I kind of feel like we're getting into the realm of games which have better percentages. We're getting out of the E territory. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch is absolutely not making the list. Borderlands 3, this is the PS3 version I played on PlayStation Now years ago. I've already got the Borderlands Platinum for the PS4 version, so I'm not going to bother with this. This is not a platinum. This is just like the extra trophies that come with the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect, so I'm not going to do that. Ni no Kuni 2, no, because I did this a bit recently and it's just incredibly bad. Kingdom Come Deliverance. See, I feel like I can't add this to my list, but I would really like to finish it. Just because that is sitting at a B. I'm not going to add it because I do feel like that trophy rank is a bit too high, but that is one game I really do want to finish. This is not the list for that. Tearaway, I actually have been working on a bit recently, so I'm going to tentatively put Tearaway on the list. Though I don't really play my Vita at home. I want to make more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? A habit of playing at home, but I really just play it when I'm traveling. So maybe Tearaway could be like a bonus game. And the other D I can see here is Far Cry Primal. E, sorry. I think that's, yeah, Far Cry Primal is the last E. And not this year. So let's narrow down the rest of our list. So draw a line under this. So we've got New Vegas, that is absolutely getting done this year. That is probably the one I'm going to do first. Then we definitely have God of War, because I need to finish that before Ragnarok comes out. And I have been kind of thinking about getting back into streaming, so maybe doing God of War on stream would be fun, but it's been so long since I've played God of War that I feel like I have to restart. Maybe. We'll work out the logistics later. But we're definitely doing God of War, and I'm going to put Death Stranding on as well, because I would like to do that. And I just need 2 more. I'm gonna put Infamous on the list, because as I said, I do want to do like the series of them. So that was Second Son. Was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Second Son. Yeah, because I've downloaded First Light. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish Infamous. Well, maybe. But I'm gonna put that on the list. And do I put Prey on? I'm sure Prey needs multiple playthroughs. You know what? I don't think I'm going to put Prey on. I think I'm going to do BioShock instead. So that is my 5 games. And I also think I'm going to have a bonus game of Tearaway, because that is a Vita title and I do need to work more on my Vita. I would show you my notebook, but my handwriting is atrocious because I've been rushing. It's also not good when I take my time. But there we go. We've got my 5 games. So we've got New Vegas, God of War, Death Stranding, Infamous Second Son, BioShock, and Tearaway. These are the games that are going to raise my completion and I'm going to battle my backlog with. So there we have it. My 5 backlog busting games have been chosen and I'm excited to get into it. I really hope I will complete this, and you know, you have to hold me accountable now. Like, I've put this out into the universe. We have to see this get done. But let me know if you've picked any backlog busting games as well, and I will cheer you on in your journey. Because I'll be honest, I need the motivation to beat my backlog. So, you know, you do your games, I'll do my games. We'll just cheer each other on. It'll be a great time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!